You are great. You have greatness within you. That's your destiny. You're destined for greatness. You're destined to have an impact on millions upon millions of people. You're destined for health and wealth in abundance to leave to your lineage and generations after yourself. You're destined to be not an example, but you're destined to be the message itself. Not spreading the message, exemplifying the message. You're destined to speak greatness into existence. Whatever you like, claim it. It's yours. It's yours. You can have it. It was made for you. You are made to be an achiever, a teacher, a channel to reach the multitudes, in a humbling, oh so humbling, positive manner. I come up in the streets of Chicago, South Side, in the 90s. I seen some of the most horrific shit a human being want to ever see, and that shit became nothing to me. It became just numbing. Everything was numbing. Coming up out them streets. So when I see, the news, and I see the younger generation of today, it's the most lost. I'm gonna call them people call them the millennials. I'm gonna start calling them the unidentified, because they mimic these characters. That's what they are, because they're manufactured. They're not authentic. It's not real life. So they mimic these characters, and the characters ain't even who they portray themselves to be. Lives are lost. And when I say lives, I mean by death and by being misguided, leading to whole lifetimes of destruction and just being the living dead. Because you don't want nothing. You've never seen nothing. You don't believe nothing can even happen in your favor. I put it like this. In the year 2017, we've seen some of the worst weather, the worst hurricanes known to man, and back to back to back to back. And if you've never been in a hurricane, you don't know shit. It's just like somebody saying, somebody died, I know how you feel. You don't know shit. You don't know how I feel. Those people are so desperate, in crisis, seeing death, dead, walking past, swimming past dead bodies, having a, scavenge for food. Lord knows if they got to fight or kill for it. That's what the South Side of Chicago was like growing up for me, and that's what it's still like to this day. And it's even worse than when I was coming up. Folks are living in crisis every day. The same thing. The world is ending. I need help. Nobody's helping me. They're not helping me fast enough. They're not helping me in the manner in which I need to be helped. Walking past dead bodies amongst the living dead. Folks just giving up. No help in sight. That's the despair of the generation of the unidentified. The unidentified generation. That's why it's so easy to take, steal, rob, kill. That's the culture that they grew up in. That's what they gravitate towards. The hustling culture, the popping pills. Man, look, these folks be so high off so many different drugs, man. You know? The living dead. I say, I put it in an example like this. Animal, I think that was his name, off of Police Academy. That's how these jokers be walking around, man. They don't know if they coming or going. They high, they low, they up, they down. They got energy, they don't got energy. They falling asleep. You know? I call them like animal because they just like, you know? That's the generation. Can't even express themselves. And the main thing is the laws that's made, voted on, governed for these particular demographic of people is made not by that demographic of people. They're not made, enforced, voted on hardly. You know, it's kind of like a cow telling a chicken how to raise their children. You know, and the laws are enforced. Oh, man, you got folks out here. They give you 10 years to life for 63 grams, 30 grams of crack, and for that same amount of powder cocaine, you might be able to get probation. It's 3 years, something light, you know. But you get crack from powder cocaine. Who the hell that makes sense to? Please explain that to me. That's like I get my buddy's stolen car. I don't know it's stolen. They pull us over. They give me more time than they get him. I'm in this car because of him. I didn't know this motherfucker was stolen. It's a cold world. And excuses make it even colder. They say champions make adjustments, not excuses.